Get Hard is the new Will Ferrell and Kevin Hart comedy. Basically, Will Ferrell's character, he's arrested for fraud and he's sentenced to 10 years in maximum security prison at San Quentin, and he has 30 days to get his affairs in order, and he's never been to jail before. He knows he's not going to survive, so he enlists in Kevin Hart's character, Darnell's help, into teaching him how to get hard, you know, not be someone's becha in jail. But that's not going to be too easy because Kevin Hart actually has never been to jail. Will Ferrell just assumed it because Kevin Hart's black. I wasn't really looking forward to Get Hard that much because as much as I like Will Ferrell, Kevin Hart honestly isn't that funny to me. Like on SNL, like his second time on SNL, I think, he actually was kind of funny in that, because he was talking about like moving to the suburbs or something and talking about like animals outside that he's scared of, telling his son to take out the trash because he's scared or something. That was actually kind of funny to me. The first time he was on SNL didn't leave a good impression, and I've seen him do stand-up. I'm not that much of a fan of him. So in this movie, I wasn't really looking forward to it because Kevin Hart. That being said, Get Hard is actually really funny. It's not a perfect comedy, it's actually a decent comedy. And like I suspected, Kevin Hart wasn't too funny in the movie. There were some lines that actually made me laugh that came from Kevin Hart's mouth, but then there were times when I was just like, dude, shut up. Like one joke in particular that went on for like a solid 5 minutes where he's pretending to be like 3 people from jail and Will Ferrell is just like the same guy, and he's like moving around, moving his cap down or taking it all off completely. Like, dude, shut up. Like that joke went on for so long. Some jokes also, besides that one joke, go on for too long also. Some of them by Will Ferrell. But Will Ferrell was the comedic star out of this. He was the funniest guy in the entire movie. And Mr. Incredible's in it, guys, and since he's Mr. Incredible, I gotta give him a pass on it. He didn't have a lot of jokes because he's more of the serious role, but I thought Craig T. Nelson did a great job. And overall, guys, Get Hard is just that rainy day kind of movie. You can sit inside, the rain is pouring down, like there's nothing left to do. Alright, well, I got this movie, it's called Get Hard, you want to watch it, it's got Will Ferrell. And then you pop it in, and you're like, oh, that was pretty good. And then leave it alone forever. Because there are some characters besides Will Ferrell and Kevin Hart that are just not that likable or funny. Alison Brie, who's Will Ferrell's fiance, who voices Unikitty from the Lego movie, just wasn't that funny to me, and I didn't really find her too important in the movie. Like, she was only in like 4 scenes, and that's it. And the editing was kind of off also because there was, I hate to mention this to you guys, but there was one scene where Will Ferrell was in a bathroom stall, and he was about to suck a guy, and that guy's showed up on the screen, but then immediately cut away like a second after, like, here's the beginning of it, and cut, like, boom, cut, like, it was like a really quick second of just there, and then cut away. Like, that was some really lazy editing, and there's some other weird editing choices in it also. Get Hard is not a perfect comedy, but it is passable. Will Ferrell is great. Kevin Hart, he has a few jokes. Most of them fall flat. And overall, I did have a good time because of Will Ferrell and Kevin Hart having some chemistry, even though Kevin Hart fell a little flat on that end. I'm gonna give Get Hard a B-. I liked Will Ferrell, Kevin Hart was okay, Craig T. Nelson was great, and the jokes throughout the movie, though a lot fell flat, a lot were really good. That being said, I do think like the last 20 minutes of the movie, like maybe it felt a bit long-winded. Alison Brie's character was not necessary, and there's one character, like they set him up like, oh, is that gonna be important later? But then he left forever. It was like, oh, okay, bye. But overall, it's a passable movie, so a B-. So if you have seen Get Hard, leave in the comments below of what you thought of it. And as always, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe. I'm Jackson Fulcher. See you guys next time.